So if you're new to the rowing world and you're trying to improve your performance, your first instinct might be to, oh, I need to go lift weights. A lot of people immediately make that association that if I'm stronger, then I'm gonna just be better at whatever athletic thing I'm doing. But that isn't always the case. And what you really need to do is decide what type of rowing you want to be good at. Do you do rowing as a recreational activity as part of your workouts where you're doing sprint type distances such as 100 meters, 250 meters, or 500 meters? If you're doing these types of distances for your workouts, weightlifting actually might help improve your rowing by quite a bit. When we're trying to row these short distances, our body primarily relies on its immediate energy sources and anaerobic glycolysis. Essentially, power output for these rows doesn't need to be sustained for a long period of time, so your body can rely more on its type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers as well as on its explosive power in order to perform at these distances. Weightlifting helps us to develop that explosive power and that strength, and what it does is it really helps to improve that initial start and the end of that rowing distance. But because those distances can be so short as to only take up about 30 seconds, essentially the whole thing is a sprint. And because of that, weightlifting will help to improve that explosive sprinting power. Now, if you're a competitive rower who's rowing for a college team, a high school team, some sort of club, you're going to be rowing distances that are a lot longer than these short 500-meter rows. The main distance you race in competitive rowing is the 2,000-meter row. And while that might not seem like as long as a marathon or a road bike race or something like that, it's long enough so that our body relies on different energy sources in order to perform the effort. During a 2,000-meter row, over 70% of that effort is fueled by aerobic metabolism, while the other about 30% is using those anaerobic glycolysis and those immediate energy sources, similar to what are being used for those sprint distances. So that means for the large majority of your row, your body is depending on its endurance and its ability to utilize oxygen and not muscular strength. Weightlifting will help you with a faster few strokes to your start, as well as being able to juice out a little more for your sprint, but that's about it. Now, if you're a newer rower, you are far better off improving your aerobic capacity through things such as stationary biking, steady state rowing, going on a run. You're much better off doing these things to improve your performance than weightlifting. And that's not saying that weightlifting will not help to improve your rowing, because it can, especially if you're a seasoned rower who needs to take their performance to that next level. And for that, I suggest that you check out my 4 weightlifting exercises to improve your rowing video. That video takes you through the basics of weightlifting and 4 main lifts that can really help to improve that performance. But I hope you guys found this information helpful. It can be really kind of overwhelming to think about how fast can I improve my 2,000-meter erg score or any sort of your rowing performance. I hope that clears things up a little bit. If you have any questions for me, please let me know, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.